Hi everyone, my name is Christy Idam. Currently I'm at University of Reading as my home institution. I'll be talking on, this is my video on food fraud, and I'll be talking about honey adulteration because back where I come from, my locality in Nigeria is common, it's a common occurrence, and I've also had somebody close to me who suffered from health effects due to taking adulterated honey. So let's just go into the video proper. Notice I did some research and I found out that honey is among the commonly adulterated food products. And between November 2021 to February 2022, several EU member states embarked on honey testing campaign, and they got honey consignments from 320 honey consignments from imported from different countries, and they did a random selection to do the testing. After the testing, they found out that about 142 samples out of the 320 samples were adulterated. So this means that honey adulteration is out of, let me see, if you have up to 10 samples, you can get it up to 3. You can get 3 or 4 out of 10 samples adulterated with any form of adulterants. Okay. There are two ways honey can be adulterated. It can be directly, where sugar molasses or sugar beets from sugarcane, rice, or any other sugar dense food is added to the honey. So the culprits behind the honey adulteration add this sugar molasses or sugar syrup to the honey products, still package it and sell as 100% honey, free, natural, however they label it. So it can also be done indirectly, where the farmers feed these honey bees that produce this honey, feed the honey bees with foods that are high in sugar, so that at the end the honey that will be gotten from them will have a higher sweetness in them. So I would say that the main actors of this honey adulteration should be the farmers, to me, because they are the ones directly involved with getting this honey. When they get it, they package it, they give it to the retailers. So they are the main actors in the food supply chain that are involved in this adulteration. Okay, honey normally are used for different purposes. You use them, people use them, those that are diabetic use it as an alternative sweetener to their beverages or whatever they want to take, because it is a low glycemic index food. Also, they are used for relieving sore throat, cough, and cold. They can also be applied topically on the skins, as it helps with wound healing, helps with some skin related diseases. So the risks that can happen from taking adulterated honey products. Number one, it can make the sugar level to increase for those that are not diabetic. So it can increase their blood sugar level, then make them to be diabetic. It can also cause obesity. Then for those that are diabetic, it can spike up their blood sugar level, okay, and then predispose them to other complications that comes from being diabetic, especially type 2 diabetes. Okay. So another thing too, it can cause rise in the blood lipid levels. And when this happens, can lead to cardiovascular disease, can cause rise in the high blood pressure, and then predispose one to certain cardiovascular disease, stroke, and even death. It can also cause acute liver injury. The risk, okay, will I take a honey product or any other food product if there is no physical harm that comes from it being adulterated? The answer has to be no, because psychologically, I already know this food. If I know the food is adulterated, I wouldn't want to take it. Sincerely speaking, I wouldn't want to take it. I would rather go for the one I know or believe has not been adulterated. Okay, this one is kind of a personal experience. Someone I know that is diabetic has actually suffered a health risk from taking adulterated honey. He was suggested to by the doctors to be using pure honey, as we call it, because he's somebody that loves adding sweeteners to his drinks, to his tea or beverages. He loves add sugars, processed sugars, but the doctors advise alternatively take honey. So he complied with the doctor's directives and was taking honey, using honey instead of the sugars. At the end of the day, unfortunately for him, he developed an injury on his foot. Commonly is for those that have diabetics, they have problem with wound healing. So upon medical advice, taking the drugs that helps with his insulin, the diabetic medications, he was advised to be applying the original honey samples on the wound as it will make it get better or heal faster. So as time progressed, it was observed that the surface of the wound just kept getting bigger, 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 and bigger. And upon investigation, the honey he was taking was tested in one of the laboratories in the research center in my place. So the result gotten from it shows that it had a very high sugar content, showing it was grossly adulterated. This is the reason why number one, his wound was not getting better, and his blood, even as he was taking his medication, his blood level, sugar level was just being abnormal with the medication he was taking. Unfortunately for him, that leg was amputated. So this is just to elaborate more on the risk that can come from taking adulterated honey products. It predisposes those that already have diabetes to complications from diabetes. Then, and those that do not have diabetes, it can increase their blood sugar level and then make one to become diabetic. So, thank you for watching my video. Bye.